Hello everyone, my name is Havian, and today I'm going to be showing you some more Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. This time I'm going to be playing as Sasuke. This is the second match that I've ever played, or this is the second match that I played while I was trying out the game. First match, well, I used Naruto, so if you haven't seen that video yet, then you can go back and you can check out that one. But this is the second match I've played. I've kind of started to understand the controls and what you can do with the characters a little bit more. But this time I'm going to be playing as a character that's listed as one of the range type. Before I was playing as Naruto, I guess he was more of a close range attacker. Sasuke is more of a range type character, and a few of his, it seemed like it's mainly his special moves that are range based. For the most part, he's to be a close range fighter, apart from one of his range attacks. That seems to be one of the main things that are range, and his ultimate attack is range as well. But apart from that, it seems like he fights pretty close range with nearly everything he does. But at the moment, I run over to this side to try and capture the flag, as well you're usually meant to do in the capture the flag mode. But I've come up against a healer type character, which from what I've played of healer type characters and from what I've seen of healer type characters, they are, I would say, in at least the capture the flag mode, they're going to be essential. This guy, he puts up a bit of a fight, and he's got a lot of survivability because he can actually heal himself during the middle of the fights. And you just saw there that during enemies attacks, you can block. Look, I used Chidori on him, and he's still got HP left. If you're being attacked, you can block. But it seems like if an enemy uses a heavy attack on you, that will break through your shield. So you have to be careful that with your blocking, you can't just stand there and keep blocking the whole time. You're going to have to evade. The same button that you can use for blocking, you can evade if you tap if you tap the analog stick in a certain direction, you'll evade in that direction. And I go down. Yeah, I spent way too much time fighting there instead of actually staying on the point to capture the flag and getting away. But then again, I was being chased down by a healer type, so can't really blame myself for the second match. But now I'm going to head back out there and see if I can capture the flag again. See if I actually managed to get it. But from what I played of this, it seemed like having a balanced team. But it seemed like this is probably a game where you'll probably want to play it with other people that you can actually communicate with, so you can actually set up your team properly. Because it does feel like, for at least the capture the flag mode, having a right team set up seems to work really well, rather than just picking any characters. So it seems like you're probably going to want to have a defensive type character on your team. You're probably going to want to have you probably want a balanced team of one of each type, to be honest. But at least have a healer and a defensive type character on your team. Because there's one character, I don't know if you're going to see it in this video, maybe you'll probably see it in the next one. But there is one character that is playing as defensive type, and he uses a barrier. So there's a barrier he can put up that pushes people away that are standing right next to him, and it creates an area around him that no one can get into. There's probably a way to, I'm pretty sure, I don't think I've actually found a way to break through it while I was playing in the match. But in hindsight, now that I've thought about it a little bit, I think if you were to use a special attack against them while they're doing that, you can probably break through the barrier. But the crazy thing about that move is the fact that they can create that barrier, which is pretty much it's like a big dome that goes around them, and they can walk while they're in the dome. They walk really slowly, but they can still walk while they're in the dome. And if they manage to stand on top of a flag, you pretty much can't punch and kick your way through it. They can just stand on there with their dome up, and they can capture the flag. So those guys are going to be the ones that you'll want to have catching the flag. Then you probably want a healer to follow them around to make sure their HP stays up while they're catching the flag. Then you want the attacking type characters going out there and actually doing all the fighting. Or at least that's the way I'd assume it. I assume people would want to get their setup done. And there we go, I just done a combo and pretty much just finished the guy off with one of my special moves. So it does feel like you can use some of the in terms of combos, it doesn't feel like you can actually do actual combos. It feels like I said in the previous video, it feels button mashy, but you can lead those into one of your ultimates or one of your finishers, which if you're juggling an enemy and they can't escape because they've wasted their evasion move, you can probably just finish them off with a special. Here we go, I'm going to use my ultimate on one of the guys, KOs them, and I think one of them still managed to survive. Or maybe they're dead, maybe they fell through the wall. What? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the next flag and bring it back. This area, this map in particular, it seems like it's a bit too easy to get away when you have the flag. Because when you have the flag, you know exactly where you're gonna go, you know exactly where you're gonna move. But if someone's following behind you and they can't exactly predict the exact place you're gonna land, then it's gonna be a lot harder. Oh yeah, that move's got a lot of range on it as well. That move's got a lot of range. But this is one of the healer dudes again. But yeah, it feels like if someone's chasing you, it doesn't seem like they're gonna really be able to catch up with you easily, because they're gonna have to try and get in front of you. But it doesn't feel like it's a lot. It doesn't feel like it's easy to get ahead of someone that's catching the flag. I mean, that's a good advantage for you if you have the flag, but if you don't have the flag, then it's, I don't know. It feels like it's pretty hard to catch up with someone that's got a bit of a head start on you when you're running around, because the movement's kind of slow. Especially when you're ninjas, you would expect them to like dash really quickly. Well, I mean, they can jump up walls and stuff, but yeah, it feels like their movement is kind of slow on the ground. But here we go, here's the win. But yeah, that is pretty much the whole match with Sasuke. This game, I don't know, this game wasn't on my radar, but I gotta say, it does have a little bit of potential. It seemed like it would be interesting to play with people you know. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it if you want to see more. If you want to view my live streams, then follow me on Twitch, and if you want to stay up to date with everything I'm doing, then be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links to those are in the description. Be making some new videos very soon, but until I make those videos, I'll see you all later.